Hello fams and welcome back to the channel. As you know, my name is Aron and today we're gonna talk about Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed, the next Assassin's Creed title. But before you do so, make sure to subscribe and keep the notifications on so you can be part of the fam, and also follow me on my social medias. With that taken care of, let's get into the business. Now, first of all, we got an update from Ubisoft that has confirmed that they're gonna release 5 AAA titles between this time and April of 2021. Now, we already know the first 3 titles that are gonna be released. They're pretty much Watch Dogs Legions, which has been delayed, Gods and Monsters, and the title Rainbow Six Quarantine, which will be in the near future with zombies and all that. While with these 3 titles, they've pretty much confirmed that they're also indeed working on Far Cry 6 and the new Assassin's Creed, which is rumored to be about Vikings. Now, just as the speculation started heating up, Kotaku's uber-reliable Jason screenshot took to Twitter to share some inside information, and with this tweet, the Kotaku uber-reliable Jason confirmed that the other 2 games from Ubisoft will fall into Assassin's Creed and the Far Cry franchises. This is the tweet, and if the intel is correct, which is often seems to be, we'll be seeing new Assassin's Creed and Far Cry games launching before the next financial year ends in April 2021. And of course, between now and then, we'll see a launch of the Xbox Series X and PS5 around the holiday seasons of this year. Now, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna release Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6 for the next gen consoles, but I think they're gonna do, like they do with Assassin's Creed 4, pretty much release it on the older consoles, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and also the next gen consoles with some updates to the graphics, everything like that, and of course the PC. Now, let's talk a bit first about Far Cry 6. Many people rumor that Far Cry 6 might take place in Russia or maybe China. Now, these are just speculations at this point. I'm not so sure that they're gonna take place in Russia, but it will be interesting indeed. And I've talked about Far Cry 6 and what to expect from it in the past. You can watch the video right here if you didn't know so. And I pretty much said how they should shake things up and maybe make a playable character that is also voiced. But that's up to Ubisoft. We don't need to criticize them for not making a voiced character to play with. The customization level from the last 2 Far Cry games, Far Cry New Dawn and Far Cry 5, were interesting, not pushed to the max, but they were clearly a nice add to the game, to the series. Now, we don't know anything about the story or when it's gonna be released, but my idea is that pretty much, as we know, the latest Far Cry titles have been released at the beginning of each year, with Far Cry 5 being released in March of 2018 as far as I can remember, and Far Cry New Dawn at February of 2019. Both were great games, and because of that, Far Cry 5 was the second best-selling title from Ubisoft in the latest decade. And with this, I have to go on and speak a bit about the next Assassin's Creed title. Now, this game should be released around December with the next-gen consoles, that's what I think so. Maybe they're gonna release it later, like part of the, the 2 titles that they're gonna release in the next year, because the first 2 titles have been mentioned before, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna expect something at E3 related to Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6. And of course, with Assassin's Creed, I'm pretty much sure that it will be a demonstration of how the new Assassin's Creed engine could work on the next gen consoles, like they did in the past with other Assassin's Creed titles. And that's pretty much my idea when it comes to it, and I'm pretty sure that these games are gonna be awesome. I mean, I'm a big Far Cry fan. I really haven't played through Assassin's Creed after the game that takes place in London, and I really enjoyed that one, with the brother and sister. It was a great title, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not a big fan of how Assassin's Creed has changed its combat system and their mechanics. I'm more a fan of the old school titles because I played them a lot. So yes, that's just my take on it. But if they're gonna do it like the latest two Assassin's Creed titles, I'm not gonna be bothered. I think I might play them as well. at this point. So with that taken care of, this has been my take on the next Assassin's Creed title and the next Far Cry, which is Far Cry 6. There needs being worked on, and I do hope and I do expect that there's gonna be something related to these two titles at the E3 of this year. We just have to wait. I mentioned before with Watch Dogs 3, which turned out to be Watch Dogs Legion, that the next Watch Dogs would have been announced at the E3, and they did it last year. So maybe they're gonna do the same for Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6. But with that taken care of, this has been the video. It's been your boy Aron, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. Follow me on IG, Twitter as mentioned before, and I'll see you at my other videos. As always, have a good one, fams.
But miss the clutch, these Romanian trees for the system's touch. Whoa, look at Spanish, your highness, German, Brazilian, your highness. Wait, I'm here to slay the demons that harness, tarnus. Join us, the time is upon us. Hold the game, just hold my PS5. I do it for my soul, so with the BS5. Me and Rev, don't show us liaison. The whole game is off, use me as on.